Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money4vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
I guarantee you, if Brady came to the Lions, I ain't saying, now that might be a miracle that's if nobody. But I guarantee you we make the playoffs. It may, and listen to what I'm saying, not just because Brady's sweet. He brings in a mentality of losing is not acceptable. Why do people feel comfortable losing around you?
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King in the building.
Let's
Still
go.
in the club.
Let's go.
Shout it. You know what I'm saying?
120,
What's happening,
baby?
Maul? You good?
Can you hear me?
Ready to go?
Yeah, we got you, Maul.
Mm-hmm.
What's he talking about there?
I said you ready to go. I'm just trying to see you ready to go.
Am I ready to go,
you know
bro? I just told you, fam. 120. I've been ready to go. You ready to go? You know what I'm saying? You got 120 on your head, dog. I got 120 tattooed across my heart, dog. Let's go. I stay ready.
We ready. We ready.
Talking about am I ready to go? Hey, E, I don't understand that kind of. I don't understand that kind of language. Are you ready to go? It was offensive.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You was looking confused when I looked into your eyes. I didn't
because
see
I
like
thought you was talking to
pie.
somebody behind me. Sometimes you ain't gotta ask me if I'm ready to go.
Hey, he said you got beef. He got beef with you, Ma. What happened?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
He always got beef with me. Ever since he, you know what I'm saying? He don't have beef with you no more. Now he got beef with me all the time. So
we'll get to that.
Your D is
Douglas,
up. Your
what's
D is a
happening?
little higher. Man, blessed, man. Just good to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing a podcast.
All right, and the youngest in charge, Helen, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia.
South. From the dirty South.
Carlos Quinney the third.
hey,
Oh, not the
Hey
Brooklyn.
guys, welcome to Trey's Comedy Corner.
what's
up,
happening,
Trey?
Did you hear about the two guys who stole the calendar?
No, I didn't hear about the two guys that stole the calendar.
They each got 6 months.
Hey, that's a police joke right there.
Oh, no doubt. That one was for Uncle Maul. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I gotta just take over the podcast here at the beginning because, you know, we talk about.
He always take over the podcast. He said the beginning.
Like it was a surprise or something.
Well, first of all, E, I gave you one whole podcast this year already.
Right.
Zip it. Zip it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, we talk about, week after week, we come in here about taking personal accountability, self-assessing, being able to, put it on your own back, your own decisions, determine your outcomes, things like that. I want to go away from that today and
take no responsibility.
I want to take zero responsibility for what has occurred in my life over the last week or two. It's been tragic, and I actually going against what we usually talk about. I blame it all on Maul.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Okay, so I want to blame. I want to take no response. I want to be very clear. So let me say y'all the setup.
I'm interested in knowing what he about to talk about. My heart is over here like, what is this
I
man about to
already
say?
know.
Okay, no,
Because me and C, we talk.
know.
Hey, we
Stay
talk
ready,
about a
Maul.
lot of stuff. So I'm like, okay, what are you about to say?
Hold on, let me
I
get
already
my
know, Ma. It is your fault too, though. Kind of.
Oh shoot, which one?
No, this is all. Listen, this is all
The initial
Maul's
part,
fault.
Ma.
This
me
is
see
all
now.
Maul's fault. So, all right. So, this probably about 6 months ago. Candace was talking about, hey, I want to, do the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And so at the time, it was like the middle of Corona, and we were kind of like, man, we've been in Chicago, half the time. We've been here a quarter of the time. We've been in Michigan a quarter of the time. So we all was like sitting around just chopping it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hey, shit, and it was kind of like a group thing, and everybody was kind of like, whatever. So I think we landed on like, not right now. It's not necessary. Y'all don't even be there like that. So we was like, everybody's like, okay, cool. So we kind of, Candace, she wasn't tight, but she was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. Right, so I just let it go because I'm like, it is what it is. So probably over the last few months, we've been going to Chicago all the time. So anyway, I'm in Mall Gym all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like used to getting up every day, having full gym.
Planet Fitness, you mean? Say Planet
Right.
Fitness so they can
That's it.
understand.
He was in there more than me.
That's a disrespect to Mall's Gym to call it Planet Fitness. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want the viewers not to think it's just like a little, treadmill here, like a
mine.
bench press there. Yeah.
But listen, so I'm used to working out on the reg, right? So Mall, he ends up coming down here, I guess, for the book release. He had to sign books or whatever. So, he down here for a few days. And Maul, he like, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo, we should be working out right now. And I was like, dang, man, I don't got no gym. You know what I mean? It's still COVID, so I can't do nothing. And Maul was like, yo, this middle room you got in your basement, you ain't doing nothing with that. Like, yo, that needs to be a gym, bruh.
Yeah, gym that out.
Yeah. And your boy gas you up, Maul, like, again, Maul a little older than me, big bro, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you like
take
CJ
my hat
just
off.
sitting with
I'm
all
too
this
stressed
paper.
out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just sitting with all that money.
Listen, so I said, okay, yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? Maul like, yeah, you take this carpet out, you get the floor put in, you get the little puzzle pieces. You know what I'm saying? You have your mans come over, you could do the mirrors, you get the equipment. So I said, I let him gas me up. I said, you right. So I get on my phone and I go look and I find like a little fitness factory place. More like, let's go today. I'm like, man, all right, let's go. Long story short, it's about 48 hours later, I got a whole LA Fitness in the basement, right?
He ain't telling you the whole story, bro. I'm talking about my man, CJ, when he got an idea or something that makes sense. If something makes
already
sense,
know.
he gonna go
Already
full
know.
bird with it.
Yeah.
My man, now we out there having a good
120.
time, relaxing. It's COVID going on, so I ain't trying to go nowhere. See, like, hey, y'all, come on, man. I'm like, where we going? Hey, we about to go to the fitness factory store and go pick out them equipment, pick out the machines. He got us early in the morning, bro, going to all these different places, man, looking for equipment.
I did. And we had, but I'm talking about the gym was done in record time. I mean, like 48 hours, we had the equipment,
this
the
gym.
floor. I'm talking about, now mind you, y'all, anybody who know me, I don't like spending money like that. So I got used equipment. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It got a 2-year warranty. I'm like, whatever. But this ain't no, $1 trillion equipment we talking about, right? So long story short, I noticed that like when I was talking about the gym after it was in, that my girl wasn't really geek like that.
Salty.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. And ladies, this is where you had to turn it off now. Like, this is for the fellas only. Ladies, I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Just cut it off, because you don't need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Because you might try to get your man like that. We don't need that. So, ladies, turn this part off. Turn it back on in about 10 minutes. All right? Turn it off. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to go ahead and turn it off. All right, cool. So, fellas, this is why you had to have the right people around you. Maul was not the right person to be around me in this situation. Because you need your boys to see your blind spots, okay? So I noticed that Candace wasn't really geeked up about the gym like that. Like, I was we had it done, and I was like, man, it looked fire. We got the equipment.
Right.
And I just, like, when I was talking to her about it was kind of like, fellas, your girl just kind of like, oh. Oh, no, that's cool. That's
And
real
keep in
nice.
mind, C is geeked. I'm talking about C like this
kid
the
in the
best
candy
room
store.
in the house. It's Christmas, my birthday, everything wrapped in one.
Oh, bro. Carl, I'm going overboard with the gym. I'm sending people pictures. You know what I'm saying? I'm FaceTiming my mama. And the whole time I'm looking, now I'm so in ecstasy and joy that I'm not even really looking at my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't until I really sat down and I like rested and breathed and I started like, whoo, all right, cool. I done showed everybody. I done sent pictures to y'all. Me and Train working out. That I just, one night we was eating dinner and I was like, man, the gym. And I looked at her and she was like, okay.
Keep that same energy.
I said, babe, what's going on? Because, Candace, like, I ain't going to say she ain't no workout fanatic or nothing like that, but she works out. Like, and I knew she would appreciate the stuff. So I was genuinely thinking I was doing something for us. I think.
No,
You was, though. You was.
You were.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, now here go the thing, fellas. This is why I said, ladies, y'all better not be listening, because this is not y'all time. And fellas, listen, I'm trying to help you out. So I say to her, I'm like, yo, everything straight? And what's the worst thing your girl can say back when you ask her, is everything cool? What's she gonna say?
Yeah, we good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Why you say that?
Sure. Why you asking
Lady,
that? Yeah.
okay, ladies, don't listen. But every man in here, I don't care. Your girl could just be like, let's say 100% is her regular. Your girl could be at 99.2, and you know when something off. You know what I'm saying? You just know. So I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she ain't like pissed. She ain't really angry. I can't explain it. Your girl just off. And so I'm like, and maybe it was the high voice she gave me when I was like, what's wrong? She was like, nothing's wrong. I'm like, okay, something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like, so I was like, so finally, we to the point in our marriage where I'm like, kill that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, that we ain't gonna play the, oh, nothing's wrong dance for 10 minutes. Just tell me. And she was like, oh, well, about 6 months ago, I had said, I wanted to get the kitchen done.
Wow.
And I ain't see no action. But you said, and Maul said,
Let's get that
Maul
gym.
said, get the gym done. And you had that joker done in 12 hours.
You and Maul.
Hey,
You and
record
Maul.
Let me tell you
time.
something. I ran upstairs, called Maul, and cussed him out.
Fair foul, E. Fair foul. Candace cussed CJ out.
Yeah.
CJ calls me, then cuss me out. Why didn't
Yeah.
you? Why you let me, man?
I got lost in the sauce.
take ownership, man. Take ownership.
No, I'm not telling you. This episode, I'm not taking no ownership. Maul gassed me. You know your
Nasty
boy
dog,
put the
man.
gassed you up. I'm like, let's go.
Maul. You incited the riot, Maul.
Hey, dog. You know what? E. Sometimes the process is gonna be hard, but it's the results that matter. Come on, C. Are you happy? Are you happy? Do you have the gift that keeps on giving? So sometimes
I
it's
got
worth
the gift that keeps on giving. This kitchen done turned into the gift that keeps on giving. Every time I look up, we got another thing to add to the list. I'm like, Lord,
But Candace
have
don't
mercy.
realize, E, what I was really doing was showing my sister. I was helping my sister out. I was helping her backdoor C. I was like, look, you just can't go on no battle with C. You gotta go ahead and let him get what he want. Then you just gut punch him, and then you be like, oh, keep that same energy, bro. Keep that same energy. So so we had this all planned out. He just don't know it because C don't like to spin that coin like that.
Oh no, sir. So and then fair foul because we got our kitchen is nice. It's a nice huge kitchen, ton of cabinetry, stuff like that. Yeah. And Mall Crib, because of where he lived in Chicago, he got the brown kitchen that's like estately, like it go with the house. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's got that, Mall got that old school brick, it's built in the 1800s feel. Well, we got a newer crib, but the brown kitchen, Candace don't like it. She like, yo, this is, it's outdated for this area. Like we need whatever. So I'm like, okay, so fair foul. And ladies, y'all better not have this on. This is not for y'all. I was trying to low-key wait till the brown kitchen came back in style. You feel me? I was trying to wait her out. Carl, I'm like, yo,
we got 6 more years.
This is seasonal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can't be mad at that strategy, see. It come back around.
It's like, remember when it was the baggy pants and then tight pants came back around. So if you threw away all your tight pants, then you was hit when they came back around. So I figured, look, we're just going to wait this out, and by the time Brown Kitchen come back and stop, voila, congratulations.
We winning.
We trendsetters now.
So listen, man, this is going to cost me about 7 times as much as my gym. So listen, this is the most expensive. My gym now costs more than mall gym, just based on the fact that I had to
get a kitchen with it.
Fam, so listen.
How much does the kitchen cost?
I'm not sure yet. My man still ain't gave us no price.
Oh, wow.
It's unfolding.
So let me tell you something. No. I'm not done. I told you. Listen, I need to get this off my chest. So
take your time.
My man who came over, he a high eye. I'm talking about high eye, right? So I'm like, so he comes over, him and Candace hitting it off because he got all kind of ideas, right? So now y'all know me. Being a pilot, I'm sitting over there, I'm listening to everything my man's saying, right? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We could do this and we could cut this off and you need your island and you need the quartz and you need the veins running through. I'm hearing all of that. I done heard them say the word dramatic about 500 times. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting over there. Oh. You know me. I'm like, bruh, what's the cost? You doing all of this talking. And I keep saying it, he keep ignoring me, right? Like him and Candace just going back and forth. Candace ain't asked no cost. I told my man, I said, hey, Primo, I said, how much is it? My man looked at me and said, it's okay. I said, what?
Hey, see, but now let me jump in. Let me jump in now, see. Now, when we go to Steak 48, right?
Yeah.
You got your mind made up that you coming in and you getting the A5 Wagyu, beef. Wow. You ain't asking about the price, bruh. You know exactly what you want. So now all of a sudden when it comes to what, now wait a minute now. Now all of a sudden, why are you asking about a price that something costs, bruh? Just get what you want, dog.
But look,
get your wife what she wants, bruh.
Okay, yeah, he don't want it. Get what you want. He don't want it.
Look. Right. So I said, Primo, how much is it? He said, it's okay. I said, what? Okay. I said, how much is that? My man said, it's okay.
Market price.
So then look,
it's okay.
I'd never agreed to doing the kitchen. This was supposed to be an exploratory phase, right? So the next day he tells us, just come meet me down at the counter place, right? Where you pick out the counters. So Candace like, oh, we'll go down there. Babe, what time your meetings? We go down there. So we go down to the counter place. Of course, boom, he's showing her the big slab, the whole nine.
No
and
doubt.
she comes,
the big slab.
Oh, she comes in there, she looking at it, she like, oh man, this is nice, this is nice. Dramatic. So I'm looking, I asked my man in there, I said, how much it costs? My man said, it's okay. I said, wait.
How much is that?
How much is it? It's okay.
Wow.
So Carl, we leave there. We walk out, right? I still ain't agreed to do no kitchen. I don't got no pricing, nothing. My man says, follow me to Sherwin-Williams so we can pick out, just paint. So Candace like, oh, okay, bet. So we drive to Sherwin. I promise you, I ain't even go in. At this point, I'm pissed. So I'm sitting in the car. She come out. She got 3 buckets of sample paint, right? So Primo looked at her, said, I'll be over there in a couple hours. I'm going to paint just a little section of the kitchen and kind of show you what it's gonna look like.
Like a little appetizer, giving you a
Yeah.
little appetizer piece.
So
love
we
Primo.
get home. Here he come. Now he got the cabinet white. You know what I mean? He just, just a mock up. It ain't obviously he ain't stripper to do nothing of that, but just a mock up. Then he puts the gray on the wall, and I see Candace just. And he said, hey, my man Primo told Candace, when I get done with it, oh my God. I said, every time he say, oh my God, Candace just light up. I said, Primo, okay, hold on. Now you got paint all over my walls and my cat. I don't even know if this is reversible at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so the next day he comes over with the slab. Now, mind you, I still to this day don't know how much it costs. He came in yesterday. We halfway through the project. I said, Primo, how much? My man said, it's okay. It's okay, Mr. Quinny.
Okay. Wow.
So long story short, I may be hitting up a GoFundMe for everybody listening to this podcast. I may have to just start a little, what do they call it? Yeah, GoFundMe, a fundraiser.
GoFundMe.
And
I got a conspiracy
we haven't done
theory.
it yet. So.
I'm gonna just call it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just you ask how much you need. I'm gonna just tell you it's okay.
See, I'm beginning to think that Mom might have set you up with Primo. I think Mom might know Primo. That's just my conspiracy.
be.
Hey, I
That
like
could
Primo
be
though. Primo,
Yeah,
hey.
that's my thought.
Hey, Primo's my man. Primo knew exactly how to just keep on because he got you to the
Oh,
point of no
yeah.
return.
Oh,
he got
he
you to the
did.
point of no return. He put the paint on the walls. He painted the
Damn.
he literally painted the picture for you.
Damn, I'm like literally.
Paint the picture.
And let me tell you something. Candace ain't. I'm like, bro. I promise you. When I tell you I'm trying to get a price, I'm like, bro. How much is it? It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm like, bro. I don't know. I'm googling like how much is it's okay cost. So
Can't find it nowhere.
I can't find, bro. Apparently, you know what I'm saying. It just said it's okay.
But we gotta ask
So-
the question though, bro. Is your
Yeah.
queen happy?
Oh, over the moon.
So it's
She's happy
okay.
before they started.
Hey, E. So then it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay. Your queen is happy, dog. That's all that matters. And
really
are you
wanted
happy? Do you got your gym, bro? Are you happy?
Well, let me say that. Let me tell you the only tragedy of this whole thing, and let me try to see how I can say it where the three of you understand, and maybe the fellas, the ladies shouldn't be listening anyway. This was the wrong week to be getting the kitchen done. Okay.
It's the wrong
I'm
way.
thinking.
It's okay.
I'm thinking kitchen
It's
week.
okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm talking about. I said, wait a minute, Holy Ghost. This can't be right. Not after this. So anyway, all right, ladies, welcome back in. Welcome back. I'm gonna start it from the top. Welcome to another edition of the Secret Success Podcast. I'm your host, CJ.
You got the
joined
title,
as always
Carl.
Oh, no doubt. It's
Got the
okay.
title.
welcome
okay.
back in. All right, so we can do a podcast now. I had to get that off my chest. Maul, he failed me as a brother, as a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking Maul should have been like, look, see, you got to get the gym done because health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's priority number one. But you remember when Candace was asking about that kitchen? She might be tight if you get the gym done without getting the kitchen done. That's what I needed. And I could have been like, oh.
But see, if Candace would have said any other room in the house, bruh, because health is wealth, but also abs are made in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
So I didn't want you to have your gym without having a kitchen to prepare the right kind of food to eat. So it go hand in glove, bruh. So that's why we did, it's all one, man. So your kitchen is an extension of your gym.
So now
Candace gonna be cooking more.
me tell you
Candace gonna be cooking more now that y'all got the kitchen done. See,
about that. I think it's all aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the kitchen like, what's wrong with it? But anyway, I had to put up a picture or something.
Oh, you got to, because it's fire. It's fire, bro. It's fire.
No, it's underway. It's underway.
Put up a picture of the gym too, bro. Put up a picture of the
okay.
gym.
No doubt.
Oh, the gym real fire. I ain't gonna lie. The gym looking great, and I'm in there. I got my first night workout last night, so it's feeling good, man. It's feeling real good.
it's really okay then.
It's okay.
Right. That money just sitting in the bank collecting dust, dog. You know what I'm saying? You put it to work right now.
Hey,
Money in the
well,
bricks. Let's go.
I thought he would get at least a 2-bedroom with that money. Then.
No, we're just getting the shack, the shack upgraded. You know what I'm saying? All right, so history has been made again. And E called me. again with a different take on it. And I mean, bro, this is 10 Super Bowls for Tom. Come on, 10. Like my man going on 10. And we're not gonna talk sports here, but I do think that and E called me and was like, yo, I want to look at this, from a personal development perspective. My man is on 10 at 43 years old, right? So
unbelievable.
Him and Maul was, you know what I'm saying, on the same squad, on the same little league
we
team.
literally in college, y'all. Like literally college, like he came out like the same year, dog, that I was going into the police academy.
And Maul needed hip
and I
replacement.
retired, bro. I
Tom
got
Brady
tired.
playing in the NFL.
Hey, see, that just go how long. That just show you. Just look, I'm gonna put it in perspective. My man, dog. I literally the same year he went to the NFL, I went into the police department. I left the police department, dog, at 20 years. I just couldn't take it no more. I'm talking about my legs hurting, my back hurting, and this is from being a police officer. My man is playing football in the NFL for that long.
Quarterback,
bruh. And he's still winning.
It's unbelievable. Like I watched it, and again, I'm not gonna lie. I had my money on I ain't bet, but you know what I mean. I had my money on the Packers, and just because Rodgers was playing so good, stuff like that, and I'm like, wow. And at the crib. So I just was like, man, and again, I should have known you never ever go against Brady. You know what I'm saying? That's you trying to kill yourself. But as I was watching it, I think the angle that me and E took, and I want to explore this today. If you watch the game, Brady didn't play flawless. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like one of those quintessential I'm gonna throw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns type of game. My man threw 3 interceptions actually, and they still won. And E hit me and was like, bruh, the most impressive thing, man, y'all about to love this. I swear y'all are. And this is so good. I talked to Toby about it yesterday, and he was like, man, and I'm about to help you restructure your mind, especially for those of y'all who hit me up with the number one question. See how I build my team. So Tampa Bay goes last year, and they don't get to the playoffs. You trade out one player, essentially, right? And they go to the Super Bowl now with a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Unbelievable.
And hold on, here go the thing. And Brady ain't having just a record year. So so E hit me, and I'm about to let E take over. But E hit me and was like, yo, imagine how great my man gotta be to the point where he ain't even gotta play that well, but everybody around him believes so much because of the aura he's created for himself that they're going to win. Like, think about it. You got Brady on your team, so you operating as if we are going to win. So there's several things I want to talk about as we go down this path, E, but I'll let you kick it off.
No, I mean, you just said it. Matter of fact, I got a couple things as well. The first thing I do want to say is this, though. Honestly, for those of you who are not going to the Super Bowl in your personal life, you feel me? This is why we're inventing, and constructing the 120 series. You feel me? And again, people say all the time, like, what's 120? And when I think of 120, like, just think of college. When I graduated, from state, I remember, man, the Breslin was, I'm talking about packed. You got thousands and thousands of people in the Bres. And they would do the summa cum laude, which I think, Carl, is like tier 2 in terms of academic success. And then you got magna cum laude, bro. I would hear like summa cum laude 3.8, summa cum laude 4.0. I was like, hold up, summa cum laude, that's not 4.0. 4.0 is the highest you can get. And then I'll hear him say like Ching Wang Lee, 4.5, magna cum laude. I said, what, 4.5? I thought it stopped at 4 points. And 4 points is like, I guess, that's an A. But a 4.5 is an A+. I didn't even know there was such thing as that. And so that's 120. 120 is the ability to not only, reach that standard, that is whatever the cultural standard is, but then that 120 is hitting that standard and then going beyond. And that's what you look at Tom Brady. Because I was thinking, you ain't going to beat Bradshaw, bro. You know what I'm saying? I watched Bradshaw coming up. I watched Pittsburgh get to 4. Then Joe Montana. I'm like, you ain't gonna beat Joey Montana. You know what I'm saying? Joey Montana gonna go down as the greatest quarterback ever with Jerry Rice. This dude didn't come in, bro. 10 Super Bowls, bro, unheard of, bro.
Unbelievable.
10 Super Bowls, bro, unheard of. And so I just wanted to start off by saying it is a cheat code, and you're looking at a team of 4 men who have, who've hacked it. And so what happens is when you struggle, you struggle. When you finally get on the other side of completion and you really understand what it is, you stay on the other side. And so I don't want to brag, but COVID, turned out to it's a lot of stuff that came from COVID for us. A lot of doors closed for me because I couldn't get on the road and travel, but some doors open. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but I can at least say y'all heard the Rams commercial. Then you heard me come back with the Mike Tyson, Mike Jones commercial. Then if you watch the, Alabama versus Ohio State, if you watch the Conor McGregor fight, if you watch the football, the playoff, you saw me with that commercial. You feel me? So I'm just saying what we learn is the art of completion. And when you look at Tom Brady, it's like he picked up the secret sauce. He learned what the secret sauce was, and now he just keeps coming back with the secret sauce. Where other cats, the Aaron Rodgers, the Matt Staffords, I can call it these great quarterbacks, and they're still trying to, they showed a stat, I was just dying laughing. It was like Aaron Rodgers won NFC title after 10 years, whatever. The Cowboys 0 in the last 20 years.
How many of the
Tom
Lions
Brady
got?
won.
How many of the Lions
0.
got?
0. Tom Brady won. Like literally, Carl, they showed Tom Brady had more NFC championships than most of the people in the NFC, period. And he only took one crack at it, So you look at somebody who has literally mastered the art of completion. And so now that he has the system, he can take that system to any environment that he goes to. And we're going to talk about why, but he can take, and that's what I want for you. Like, I want you to stop scrambling. I want you to stop, watching people who are good. And like literally the 120 conference, like that's it. That's what it's about. Like, we're about to legitimately show you for your personality, like what the actual formula is for you to finally get on the other side. So when I saw it, I thought he was going to win, I'm going to be real with you. I was like, I just don't see Tom Brady not necessarily losing, because he can't lose a Super Bowl. He like he 50%. But getting there, I'm like, yeah, they ain't going to be able to stop my man. And I think he going to retire this year. They ain't going to be able to stop my man. But it was 43 years old, bro. That's unheard of as a quarterback.
Carl and Maul, I want to get y'all in here. And I was writing down just my notes from, as I was watching it and thinking about it. And I think the thing that that hit me was, okay, so again, you go from this team, right, and to this team. And we saw LeBron do it as well, right? You see LeBron go from one team and they go from, the finals or winning the finals or whatever to the last, to the first pick the next year, whatever. So when you have these greats, now, again, Tom Brady didn't come over and play he didn't come over and put up video game numbers, right? So that's the thing I want to focus on, because I want everybody to think about this. So it must have been a mentality shift, right, of the other players. Because, again, this wasn't Brady's best passing season ever. It wasn't, again, they going to the Super Bowl. My man had 3 You don't supposed to go to the Super Bowl on the road in Green Bay against Aaron Rodgers after throwing 3 interceptions in the championship. But what happened? Everybody else raised their level of play. So real quick, Carl and Maul, I want to get y'all take on this, but think about this. When people hit me up all the time, it's like, yo, see, I can't find my squad. Like, my team, they suck. Like, nobody, and, we talk about recruiting and going and getting this person. And then I start thinking like, yo, were me and Carl like sweet? Or did E force us to raise our level like never before? I don't know that if we would have met somebody else who wasn't E, and we talked about energy before, and I talked about E and kind of what he brought out of us, but it may have just been that E was on such a level in terms of his mentality that Carl and I came in with a chip on our shoulder saying, if the main dude is working like this, If the main dude energy is up here, if the main dude is coming in early and staying late, what does that mean for me? And so if you're not,
I got a 10 energy, Ma. 3 thinking, but a 10 energy.
There you go. We got it on record. E. We got it on record.
Oh, energy always been a 10. I never take that from my dog. So what I'm trying to say is, for those of you who sitting around and you mad because you don't got the team, you need to ask yourself why people feel comfortable being average in your space. I promise you, I'm not trying to be funny. People don't feel comfortable being average around E. I'm just being real. I've seen it my whole life. Like, you don't feel comfortable coming in being around E like, you just don't. It's too much energy in the room. And so, again, I want you to ask yourself, why do people feel comfortable being lazy around you? Why do people feel comfortable being average around you? Because Brady came in and was like, yo, I'm just Brady. Y'all know my history. You know what I'm about. Hey, don't play with this thing. And everybody raised their level. So it may not be that you got the wrong team. It may be that you're not the right person yet.
Hey,
And so, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
say that again, dog.
I just see it because it's like people want to wave this magic wand to like, I need my squad. Where's my CJ? I need a Carl. No, maybe you need to become an ET and see can you attract that. Okay, and I think, again, we get to this point where people are like, if I only had, and I'm like, nah. It's like Stafford saying, if I only had a squad, we don't know that. Why do your teammates feel so comfortable being sorry around you? I guarantee you, Brady came to the Lions. I ain't saying, now that might be a miracle that's if nobody. But I guarantee you we make the playoffs. It may, and listen to what I'm saying, not just because Brady's sweet. He brings in a mentality of losing is not acceptable. Why do people feel comfortable losing around you? I'm just saying, if you look at myself, you look at Carl, you look at Mar, you look at Josh, you look at E as the lead, like, who losing? Look at Toby. Where? Toby couldn't even come around this energy and lose. It's impossible. We don't allow that in our circle. Why are you allowing losing in your life and in your circle?
Yeah, let me just say this real quick because I want to make sure that the picture is painted because they may not get it. So what I was telling C is, if you're Matt Stafford, Ma, and you throw an interception, the Lions are going, here we go again. I just want to make sure the picture is painted. So you with Matt Stafford, you know, he throw a pick, especially 3. He throw a pick. You sitting on the sideline going, shoot, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Man, here we go again. We probably gonna end up losing. So that's what your mentality is. Like, shoot, here we go again. Like last year we was 6-12. The year before that we went 0-6. We was perfect. We went 0-16. You're like in your mind, Ma, you really thinking about like, yo, we went 0-16. And when we went 0-16, my man was throwing interceptions. You feel me? That's where your mind goes, right? When Brady throws an interception, you go, man, if we can come out here and get a stop, he gon'.
Yeah. And he
you
did.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and he did to the very
I'm
end.
saying, but you keep saying.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and you keep saying to yourself, though, you keep looking at the score and you keep saying, we in it. Like, we're literally in it, Ma. Like, we not losing. We in it. Brady, you feel me? Like Brady, he gonna get it, right? He gonna get it. He gonna get it. Right? You keep saying that, Ma. You keep thinking. It's just like, man, when I'm at a conference and the squad is there, I can't explain it, but I'm like, yo, Ma about to go up there and kill it. You know what I'm saying? She about to go up on stage and kill it. Now, which is even sweeter, I'm like, oh, we got Carl. You know what I'm saying? We got special teams. We about to get the ball on the 20-yard line. You feel me? Like in your mind, I'm like, okay, Carl's special team. Now I'm about to get the ball on the 20. I don't got to go but 20 yards. And listen to me, go watch it. There were times when Brady got the ball on like the 30-yard line. And so it was easy for Minus, and he looking sweet, but he's getting the advantage. So I just want to make sure I paint the picture. Stafford throw an interception, you sitting there, your energy is drained. You like, man, here we go again, bruh. Like, we can't never win. We can't never go to the playoffs. We ain't never made it to the playoffs with my man. Or one time and we lost in the first round of the Cowboys at the crib. You just tired. You through. Like, that energy, like C saying, is doubt. That energy is, man, we can't make it happen. It's just negative energy. But when Brady throws interception, you go, well, he won 5 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? You like, my man won 5 Super Bowls.
Can we put this? Can we put some practicality on this? Because somebody gonna say we talking about sports. You a husband. You a husband.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The kitchen it helps too, but let me tell you something. I got a little grace to throw a pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife ain't like, here we go again. She like, this an anomaly. That's Brady, like throwing a pick. But some of y'all, for real, because you haven't handled your business, when you throw that pick,
completely opposite.
I'm just saying.
You got a gym, but y'all don't know if y'all gonna be able to pay your rent. You went and got a gym downstairs, but you don't know if y'all gonna be able to pay your rent. Or you got a gym downstairs and you could barely pay your rent, but you can't go on no vacation.
So your wife like, here we go again.
Yeah,
we back.
He's spending money that we don't have. Whereas Candace, she was able to go, shoot, I threw a pick. I did. But we about to get the kitchen done, though. I threw a pick, but we about to get that kitchen done.
Ain't it crazy, though? Ain't it crazy how the complexity of your playbook is according to the players you have? Yeah. Like, there's certain quarterbacks or certain people that a coach would never. Tampa Bay didn't have some of the same plays last year that they got this year. So the playbook changed according to the players.
I love you, James.
So even in your house, the reason why certain plays ain't being called is because you're not a player. You're not that type of.
You just play a lot. You just play a lot.
Okay, so again, I think everybody understands where we're going with this. So I want people to write it down. Why do people feel comfortable being average around me? All right, like why is that okay? Why do people feel comfortable calling me with all their problems? Why do people feel comfortable calling and complaining? Why do people feel comfortable calling, talking about how they, woe is me and my marriage and my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real, y'all. That energy is probably what's keeping you in the place you're in. You have to be able to place yourself in a different energy. So, Carl, I want you to jump in here just for, the people. I know they'll value your opinion on this. Go for it.
My stomach is in knots listening to the conversation only because, and let me just be transparent. See, I ain't watched the game. I haven't watched sports probably in 2 months. I ain't know what's going on. Jalen texted me yesterday, like, man, sad day. And I was like, yo, what happened? He's like, oh, it's a year of Kobe. Bro, I ain't know what's going on, see. And the reason I don't know what's going on is because right now, I feel like I have to be, watch this. I did this on a call with the grounds crew group this week, and I'm like, yo, what's your top 3 things that you value?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, this, and that. I was like, what's the top 3 things that you do every morning? And it's like some other stuff. And I'm like, yo, we lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be deep with nobody no more. We lying. Admit to yourself that the Super Bowl is more important to you than paying your doggone bills. Let's just admit that. Let's admit that Kobe Bryant, whoever else, LeBron, like, their life is more important to you than yours. Let's admit that and then operate from there. Because at least now I can see your playbook. Like, I'm accepting not being able to take care of my family because I want to watch the game. Be honest with it.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't watching nothing no more. It's a wrap. I ain't on no source. This is let me say it like this. I'm not apologizing. I'm explaining. I ain't answering nobody calls this week. Y'all in some group texting me. I ain't respond to Jack. My phone on silent. I got a season right now that I got to capitalize on. And I feel, everything is in my hands. Like, I have to prove that I could get to 10. Because I know if I get to 10, I got grace to throw a pick. I ain't want to throw no picks right now. And I'm not dependent on nobody else around me to bring me to the 20-yard line. I ain't trying to depend on nobody else. Now I'm trying to figure out what play I need to run and run that play. And I just want people to be honest with themselves, see? Like, stop playing the game and admit, like, yo, this is the thing that I say I like, but the truth is I ain't putting in that kind of work. What do you think Brady Day look like? You think his day look the exact same as Stafford? I guarantee you not. They got the same equipment. They got the same exposure, but I guarantee you their day don't look the same. LeBron day does not look the same as the other player. I'm not playing. Why his dad? He tells you, I'm off social media as soon as we get to playoff time. Like, they're telling you the rubric. They're telling you the stuff we're doing, but we sitting there just consuming. I'm just saying, just admit it. It's a wrap. Like, this is my life.
So Maul, somebody who you have gotten yourself in that, you know what I'm saying, where your girl like, oh, here we go again. We ain't got a chance to win. We ain't got a chance. How do you bring yourself back? What's the keys to start getting back to where, even if you're not a Brady, because some people listening like 10 Super Bowls, I'm the Lions, bro. I'm just trying to get to the playoffs. Like, I'm not even on the level of expectation for Brady versus what we expect from the Lions is night and day. So talk to somebody, and then Ian Carl, y'all jump in too, but talk to somebody who like, okay, I hear what y'all talking about 10 Super Bowls, but I'm trying to make my first playoff run.
Yeah, but I mean, it go even before the playoff run. Remember, Brady, he was like the last pick in the NFL draft.
199.
Yeah, 199.
199.
Right, 199.
Bro.
I think a lot of people forget that. So Brady didn't come out of Michigan, being Brady, the Super Bowl quarterback. Brady kept proving himself. He had the small victories. Brady first got in the NFL, he was on the bench. He was backing up a quarterback. But during that time period, he wasn't just sitting there just happy to be in the NFL. And I think some of you guys actually get an opportunity in life to do something, and you miss out on what it takes to not just stay there, but what it takes to excel in the opportunity that you have. Yeah. But Brady, he didn't just sit there. So while he was on the bench, he kept working. He kept practicing. He kept working on his craft. He kept doing the things that was needed. So when that call came one day, now he could be the person who he believed that he could be. And I think, people, a lot of times, like I said, you just sit back and you think that you deserve everything in life. You think you deserve, well, man, Brady is the number one quarterback. I should be the number one quarterback. Or this man got this in his house, or he did this, but they not understanding, bro. In the beginning, when Brady first started out, he was behind, and he went ahead and worked himself up. He actually created the type of person that he wanted to become. If you listen to him during draft day, remember that old commercial they got? My man was sitting up with tears in his eyes. Bro, he got drafted 199th, and he was crying. See, if I got drafted at all, I would have been like, oh, let's go. But that's a whole nother podcast. But no, my man was
true.
He took that. He wasn't, and if you look in his eyes, remember he was looking at his parents, and he apologized to his parents for being the 199th pick. He apologized. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But you know what? It ain't gonna always be like this. And I think some of you guys, you're the 199th pick in your life, or in your job, or in your business. Paul. And that's you sitting back and you just happy to be the 199th pick. You don't have that kind of passion in your eyes saying that, no, I'm the number one draft pick. Yeah. I'm the number one draft pick, and I'm not just going to sit around and be bitter about it and say, no, man, I should have been, I should have, could have, would have, but I am going to show you guys. I don't care how long it take. Right now, bro, Brady is playing off of passion. The reason why he's playing for 21 years is because he was a 199th draft pick. But some of you guys with 100,
should take it personal, man.
Right? Some of you guys,
some of you
guys, the 199th draft pick in your life, in your business, in your family, and you ain't taking it personal. You're not holding on to that. The reason why every single business that I have, it was created from not getting drafted. Brady is still in the league from getting drafted 199th. I'm doing everything that I'm doing right now because I didn't get drafted. So I'm still showing my family. I'm still stepping up and saying, look, I should have been number one. So I'm going to show you that, all right, cool. I can't go back and be number one in the NFL. Like Brady can't go back in time.
Number one in business.
He can't go back in time and be number one draft pick. That time is over with. But he can be the number one quarterback in the history of football.
Oh, that's good.
Jamal can't go back and be I can't go back and get drafted. So instead, I'm going to create. I'm going to create my own league. I'm going to create it. I'm not going to sit back and, oh man, the NFL to NFL. No, I am going to create. Every time I get the opportunity to open up a business, I am not going to be no more the number one draft pick. I'm now going to be an owner, and I'm going to draft other people.
Maul, so let me say this, Maul. As a high school dropout and somebody who lived in abandoned buildings, I literally probably wasn't even the 199th pick.
We see the shirt.
Supplemental round. The supplemental round.
The supplemental round. Watch this, y'all. Yeah, watch this, y'all.
Hey, you remember when they had them replacement players?
Oh, yeah. When the NFL was on strike.
Hey, see, they was out there like the police football league. They smoked.
Oh, yeah, no question.
They
I was
halftime.
MVP.
Hey,
I would have been MVP, ball.
Daryl from accounting was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
no
Steve
question.
from environmental services.
Yeah, no question. But
He was
what I
out
want
there
to,
getting busy.
the reason why I'm telling y'all need to be at the conference, because what Maul is saying, I learned how to do. And I didn't learn how to do it big. I learned how to complete. Maul, I'm telling you, if you take my academic transcript and you put it next to all the people who drafted one, you know what I'm saying, people who made it to the first round.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, if you look at their scores and you look at my scores, Maul, dismal compared to their stuff. But what I learned, Maul, being the 199th pick, I'd learned how to focus on what was important. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna help y'all in this conference because I got friends who graduated like magna cum laude, some of them summa cum laude. But the focus became on big, and I learned how to do small well. I learned how to kill small, and I learned how to do small over a long period of time. See, what happens sometimes when you great is that greatness is like for a year or 2 years, right? You got a very small focus. You just like, yo, I got to get here, and then guess what happens, Maul? When you get there, you straight, you chill. But I'm gonna show you how to never want to get there, and that's the real trick. I'm gonna show you. And so for Brady, so you got one kid who get drafted like in the first round, bro. All my man think about Super Bowl. Super Bowl. We're gonna win Super Bowl. That's his whole thing. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. He may make it, he may not make it. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Like all the greats, Maul. You can list all the quarterbacks that came out, bruh. Ah, man. Here go the one that's gonna hurt my heart. I'm gonna see if CJ can get it. This the one that hurt my heart. Detroit Lions. He came out of Oregon. We thought we was going to the promised land. Do you know who that is, C?
Oh, Joey Harrison.
Bruh, if we had one quarterback that I thought was going to take us to the promised land, Ma, I'm telling you, all the dudes that did it big, they came in and did it small in the league. They came in and did it small. But you look at somebody like Tom Brady, he didn't come in the league to win a Super Bowl. He came in the league, Ma, to prove himself. That is something that, Ma, you can never, how do I say it, Ma? Like, that's a goal that don't end. Proving yourself as a goal don't end, bro. Super Bowl end.
Yeah.
Why? Because you win the Super Bowl and then you like, I'm good. I accomplished my goal. When it's about self-development, and y'all think I'm playing with the self-development. When it's about self-development, you have an insatiable desire to wake up every day and improve. And when you wake up and want to improve every day, you start to attract stuff that when people do it big, they don't attract. So they might go to the Super Bowl, they might win one, but guess what happens when they win it? They chill. Now, I also said this to CJ. He didn't mention it. This could be a whole nother podcast.
We talk 5 times a day, every day. I forget some stuff, dog.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What did I forget to mention?
He forgot to say, and this is a whole other podcast, so y'all ain't got to go here.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't save it if it's, you know what I'm saying?
I said, why did Tom Brady win, but Conor McGregor lost?
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Both. I'm talking about Maul. Both beasts. Why is it that two men who both got to a level, bruh? He fought Mayweather, bruh. They made 50, 60 million off of that fight. My man. I'm talking about my man. Every commercial you turn on when you see Conor McGregor, bruh, he like bruh. Why is it though, Maul, that he lost and Brady won? And I said to see. Bruh, how is it that one of them taste success and want more success, and how did one of them taste success and got comfortable, Maul? How's that possible? You would think that success breeds hunger. You would think that success, and I told C, I was like, yo, I watched the UFC, like I watched like all of the pre-fights and all of that. This is the first time I ever saw my man like humble myself before my man talking nice to my man. I was like, where was the dude that was like blood coming out his mouth, like hungry? I'm like, what happened to that dude? Boom, got in the ring, Maul. Not only did he get in the ring and lost, he got knocked out, Maul. He came out, Maul. They showed my man with crutches, Maul. I'm like, who is this? Where's the beast that we know? But I'm telling you, Maul, it's one group that they don't want nothing in life. There's another group, they want it, and as soon as they get it, it knock them out, more. They taste a little bit of success, and boom, it knock them
Yeah,
out.
but ain't that why? That's why, like, I be like, man, y'all be careful on social media. Please be careful. You know, and I have people all the time asking me, like, Ma, why don't you show this? Why don't you show this? Show that? You know, why don't you? And I'm like, man, look, I don't want to give that false sense of security. Like, when you be looking at a lot of these people on social media and they got all this stuff and they showing y'all, like, these Bentleys and all of this stuff, man, you got to be careful because that can do something to you where it makes you say, hey, I made it. I'm grinding. I don't need to. Bruh, what I'm doing is generational. It's generational. And a Bentley cannot be a representation of us. And when I say us, I mean all of the ancestors and relatives that I'm representing in the past and all of the generations that I'm grinding for the future and my family that's living in my household of the present. A Bentley or Louis Vuitton or anything, Fendi, none of that stuff can represent 1/10 of what it is we are trying to accomplish in our life. So that grind gotta continue. But when you sit back and you wear these certain things, and I ain't saying, I mean, everybody want nice stuff, but I'm saying when you know the type of people I'm talking about. But when you really go out and that, it makes you feel like you won a Super Bowl already and you got nothing else to accomplish. I like to stay rugged. I stay in that truck. You know, I like to do the things because I'm like, man, I gotta keep going. I'm running past the finish line. That's what the 120 conference is about, actually. And that's what I'm talking about, E. As far as completion, my coach used to always say, bruh, King, run past the finish line. And I used to be like, I'm lost. Why am I running past the finish line when I make it to the finish line, the race is over with? He said, because when you run past the finish line, you don't slow down. But when you run to the finish line, something happens to you where you slow down maybe 2 to 3 yards before you get to the finish line. So you're not going 120 no more. But when you go past that finish line, you cross the finish line because you're looking way beyond. That's why I'm not sitting up here just comfortable because I'm running past the finish line of my life. I'm going past it for generations to come. And I think that's how you get more. You can see it in Brady. Brady is, he ain't got no more fingers left for rings. He's going past.
He got 6 more, that's right. He got 6 more.
I mean, he got MVPs, he got all types of stuff. Bro, he's running past it because he
weighs past, Montana is like 4 championships, and then he maybe won 20 games in terms of the playoffs. Brady like 6 and won over 30-something games.
Brady's on legacy, man. He's on
Brady's
legacy.
nowhere even close to them, bro. I'm sorry, they not even close to Brady.
How you gonna beat a man? How you gonna beat a man that's playing for legacy? He ain't playing for money. He ain't playing for a contract. He ain't playing for the card or Disney World trip they give you.
He ain't playing for his own personal stats.
Bro, that's why I would never bet against him.
He passed his stats.
I ain't gonna never bet against him.
He accomplished everything, and he's still hungry, Ma.
And that's watch this, E.
Wow.
He said, E, I don't know if you remember the clip we showed at the Advantage, but he told Robert Kraft, I will be the best decision that you've ever made.
That's what he told Robert Kraft, And was he the best decision? Wow. Absolutely. And look at, bruh, they got we didn't even talk about the Patriots. How much the Patriots feel getting rid of Tom Brady? Like, how do they feel getting rid of Tom Brady, bruh? It's like, so I do want to say this as we get ready to, you know what I'm saying, we probably going to wrap up here in a second. I do want to say this. C said it earlier, but I want to reiterate it because I think it's so important. Human capital, bruh, is the greatest commodity in the world. Don't let nobody fool you on money, bruh. If you want money, I promise you, you're getting beat. When I came to Michigan State University, and C know me, like they've had to help me to understand the importance of money and what it can do. Like, that's not my thing. I've always known that with the right human capital, you can get whatever you want. While people run after money and run after clothes and run after stuff, if you're the type of person like Tom Brady, make sure you watch this. Tom Brady bumped the Super Bowl. I want you to see what he did. Tom Brady left the Patriots, which was supposed to be one of the best franchises in the world. It's supposed to be Kraft, and Belichick is the reason why he in the Super Bowl, right? That's what they say. The Patriots got the best talent. They recruit the best, defense. The coach, they got the best coach with the best schemes. Brady left all of that. This is deep, y'all. He left what was considered the best franchise in the NFL went to a franchise that's, let's just be real, it's mediocre at best. Now they did win a Super Bowl with Doug Williams. They did win another Super Bowl with Sapp, but it wasn't like they didn't win 50 Super Bowls, doggone it. He went to a team that is marginal at best, guys. He went to that team. I need y'all to understand what happened. Before he won the Super Bowl, he got Gronkowski to come out of retirement. Bruh, my man was a commentator, Carl. My man left the Patriots like, I'm good on the NFL. I don't want to play no more. Brady got this dude to come out of retirement. Brady talked to NFL and letting Antonio Brown come back. And the franchise let them know you ain't gonna have no problems with Antonio Brown. Like Tom Brady was like, I got him. Don't worry about it. Come on, y'all. You ain't even, Carl. I didn't even know AB was back. I didn't even know my man was back, bruh. I never even knew he came back.
But there go my point right there. Stay right
back
there.
to C's point at the
Stay,
beginning.
right. Stay right there. I'm saying my man doing it with the but when they get around him, like that fool, we not having that foolishness. AB was acting a plumb fool. And got with Tom Brady and turned into a choir boy.
I'm talking about a choir boy. We ain't heard nothing about my man. You understand what I'm saying? And so then again, he's got the defense playing to a certain level. And I heard what's his name? Shannon Sharp was just talking about, like, he could have threw for 5. I'm like, first of all, if you looked at 2 of those interceptions, Maul, I think they came on 3rd and long. And when he threw them, even though it was an interception, Maul, it was like kicking a doggone punt. You know what I'm saying? It was like kicking a punt. Like, okay, 4th down, we just kicked, a punt to you, right? But as I said, the players rose, like they was like, yo, we got to rise to the level of the moment. And to Brady's point, to CJ's point, no, Brady didn't necessarily have a breakout, but the time CJ, he needed to score, put them in field goal position so it could be they were up by 8 and put them in a position where they had to score and they had to get a 2-point conversion. You feel me? He did it. And they won. So I'm just saying, you have to ask yourself, why you chasing money? Why you chasing status? Why you chasing stuff? You got to ask yourself this question. Can you get human resource? I got C. I'm good now. I got Carl in the beginning, y'all. Like, you can say whatever you want to say about me as an individual and my speaking. That ain't why I'm sweet. I'm sweet because I convinced Carl to work on some doggone TGIM video. I convinced my man to put PhD work into a video. I'm talking about my man cutting, editing.
Let me ask both of you this then, as we think about it, Carl, and you can answer it. How much of your sweetness, as the world sees as sweetness, do you attribute to being around E1, right? And then maybe me say, I'm going back to the beginning, y'all. We're not talking about right now.
Yeah.
Like, how much of that sweetness do you attribute to E being our leader, then me falling in line with E and you coming around like compared to where you could have been? I've never asked you this question. I'm just curious to know, like, and I can answer it
where
for
would
myself,
you have been, Carl?
No, right. No, I'm just saying, in terms of your level,
like, would you have took a job
telling y'all
somewhere?
right
What
now.
would you have done?
I'd have been doing a State Farm commercial with Jake right now. I'm just being real. I'd have been State Farm insurance. I'm just saying regular dude. I'd be a dental assistant somewhere. I got the science background. I would have had a regular, decent life. But see, I can't take, bro, it's a whole, I'm talking about night and day comparison of where we are now compared to where, that trajectory would have gone. We'd have been okay, don't get me wrong. I don't think we'd have been scrubs and, whatever, but not this.
And again, man, ask yourself, why do people feel comfortable being average around you? I really, and again, E, if you can wrap it up, quickly, but what was it about you that maybe changed when people stopped being able to be average around you, or when you start noticing that when people came around you, it was time to level up?
Well, see, I'm going to be real. I started reading books like What Makes the Great Great, and things of this nature. And one of the things that I realized is that it's not you, Maul. Like, it's not where you were born. Because I had this myth that you had to be born on a certain side of town and, all of that kind of stuff. And when I started reading books like, What Makes the Great Great, Think and Grow Rich, Dennis Kimbro's version, just start studying the traits and the characteristics more, it became clear to me. It's like, don't nobody got no advantage on nobody. there are particular traits and characteristics. Now, most of us haven't been exposed to those traits or characteristics, but I start realizing, Maul, like, yo, that's the game. The game in the game is not money. That's not the game, Maul, because you can make money and lose money. Like, people don't understand that. Like, money is something that you can get, and as soon as you get it, you can lose it. Like, money doesn't stay with you, Maul. Just because you make 30 million, it doesn't mean that you're going to have that 30 million 10, 20 years from now, or a week from today, right? But what I realized, Maul, is traits don't go nowhere, Maul. Once you get a trait and a characteristic, Maul, it don't go nowhere. Once you get that work ethic that I have, you don't lose that, Maul. Once you get that integrity, you know what I'm saying? It's some stuff I didn't have in my 20s. But once I started to read the books and get all of that stuff, and I was like, yo, I got these traits. What I realized, and Jamie just sent me and Carl, a text. Unbelievable, bro. I read it because it was weird. It looked like it was a funny looking bird, Ma. I was like, what is Jamie sending me? Well, what it was, Ma, when you look closely, it was an eagle, but it had a crow on the back of it. And it was saying that the crow is like one of the only birds that are like willing to try to fight. Oh yeah, there we go, Carl. Let me just read it. The only bird that will peck at an eagle is the crow. He sits on his back and he bites his neck. The eagle does not respond or fight with the crow, Maul. I love it. I love it. It does not waste time or energy on the crow. It simply opens its wings and begins to rise higher in the sky.
Stop
The
right
higher
there.
the flight, the harder it is for the crow to breathe. Average people can't breathe up in this air. Good people can't breathe. Look, okay, I'm sorry. Eventually the crow falls due to lack of oxygen. Stop wasting your time with the crows. Just take them to your heights and they'll fade. May you fly to new heights. And so to C's point, that's what I started doing, bruh. I was just like, yo, stop worrying about, your friends and what they gonna think or what they gonna say. Like, wake up every day and say, yo, I'll meet you here at 8. And that's what I did with C and Carl. C was like, yo, pick me up. You feel me? And I was just like, yo, we gonna work every day. And a lot of y'all, when y'all look at Carl and C, y'all think I'm a genius. I didn't pick them first. I didn't pick CJ. I picked some other people. But as I started flying high, CJ could stay with me. C wasn't going nowhere. As I flew high, Carl might have been like, this oxygen, like Carl might have been like, I ain't never flew this high before, but Carl didn't quit. Carl stayed with us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Carl, I don't know, bro. You still was breathing, though.
Hey, Carl
you still hung on, dog.
Carl had an inhaler with him.
Carl had an inhaler, boy. Carl with us, though. And to my point,
there, yeah.
now, even though it was, now I'm just being real with you. I'm not playing. From where Carl came from, Barbados, being, and I don't know if you could call it a second world country, third world, I don't know what you would call it, but it ain't America, and they don't have the resources we have. And when Carl got here, it was new to him. Like, America was new to Carl, you feel me? And to the point where he was uncomfortable. But the thing I could say is Carl never jumped off my back. And now you look at Carl, and Carl is, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, Carl got his own. Now, I will say this, Carl, because I'll forget. But you told me to read it yesterday, and I read it. And what I need a little adjustment on is I need some drama to end off each chapter. I need it to be a little dramatic. Like, I don't want to guess what's next. So I need you to dramatize it for me a little bit. But I was with Carl yesterday, Ma, and he was like, stop what you're doing. You need to read my book. And I'm like, wow, like for real. And as I looked at it, like literally, Ma, it's chapters, it's organized part 1, part 2, part 3. And I'm just so proud of Carl because it's like he stood and he held on for as long as he needed to hold on. And now, for real, he's his own eagle, bruh. And it just feels good to be, I must be honest and say, I did come to Michigan State like with the mindset that I got to take this thing to the next level. I know I'm great. I can't do this thing by myself. Again, bump money. When you have human capital, when you running with a C, a Maul, a Carl, when you running with the Nickies of the world, when you running with, this crew, Mustafa, when you run, I can go on and on and on. When you running with a group of humans that want to be great and you get in the midst of that, man, it's so much easier. But y'all chasing money, you chasing fame, you chasing stuff. If you don't want to go to the 120 conference because you being cheap. Now, I had a friend call me the other day, was like, yo, E, I'm in. I was like, bro, I'm going to be real with you. You in, and that's cute, but let's see if you can get in so far that you get CJ's attention. Yeah, I know you coming to the conference, but if you come to the conference and just get information, you got beat. But if you could come to this conference and you could get CJ's attention, you can get Jamal's attention, you can get Carl's attention, and then become a part of the team, then you're really doing something. So let's not play games. Anybody could buy the ticket. Anybody could get the information. But what I did is I got CJ's attention. I got Carl's attention, and I got them to believe in my dream, and I got them to put just as much energy and effort into my dream as they put in theirs. And so I ask you, I know you got a little goal, a little dream, whatever, but can you get 5 other people to jump on your dream and help push that thing? Can you get 10 other people to get behind your dream and help push that thing? Or are you the only one that believes in your stuff? So again, I just want to, for those of you who cheap, I still want to bless you on the podcast. And I want to tell you that your dreams and goals is cute. Making money is cute, but you ain't doing nothing until you do what Tom Brady was able to do. And Tom Brady left one of the best organizations in football. He left the dynasty, but other men was willing to follow him to his new dynasty in Tampa Bay. And they had a dream that Tom Brady coming to Tampa Bay would eventually look like a Super Bowl. And in 1 year, not in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, in 1 year, he went to Tampa Bay, got other great men who had already produced at a high level to back his dream up, and now my man is in a Super Bowl. Who
In a
gonna
pandemic.
win? I don't know. Yeah, in a pandemic. Yeah,
In a pandemic.
At
And E,
43 years old.
And the thing about it, man, you go to that next level where E, your message was so strong, where you said you got Carl and C to jump on board with you. Your message was so strong where it started to resonate just through the speakers of my radio or my TV, and then it got to me. So so that's something, man. People, when you got
And you
your
was already making millions and killing it.
I was just gonna say,
you was already making money.
Maul got our attention.
Yeah.
He was already doing it. Maul was already flying.
Yeah.
So what he just said ain't something he just made up. Maul on the podcast from literally coming to a conference. So it ain't made up.
Hey, stop look, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, be disrespectful.
That's not my
It's cool.
swag. All right.
Go ahead,
Stop.
disrespect
It's
some
okay.
people.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead, disrespect
All right,
some
cool.
people. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. 120.
Stop disrespecting me. Stop disrespecting his team. Stop disrespecting the work we put in. Stop disrespecting us by shortcutting the process and DMing me asking, can you be on the team? Stop. I would not disrespect CJ. All them hours he put in, all that sacrifice he made, those jobs he said no to, all the stress Carl had to go through of learning to be in a new world and a new system and run at a pace that he had never had to run before. Carl might have been doing like marathons or something. When he got with us, bro, it's full out sprints, right? I would not disrespect them. You think you just gonna keep texting me talking or DMing me talking about I want to be on the team? Do I look stupid to you? You think I'm gonna put you on the team from you know how easy it is to message somebody? You know how easy it is to DM me? You think Maul being a multi-millionaire, right? A real estate mongo, you think him coming to me and paying for all those conferences and paying people to come to those conferences? You think Maul, for me, I look at Maul picking up my bags. That's what he did. To me, that's what he did, being as great as he is. And he didn't go, you got to come on my territory, on my turf. He was like, I'm coming to y'all. I'll humble myself, whatever y'all want me to do. You think Maul renting boats, yachts, and putting people on our team and yachts, CJ family on yachts, exposing them to things that they had never seen before? You think Maul going to spend that kind of money and that kind of energy and let people into his home, and you just going to DM me? You just gonna text me and go, you want to be on the squad? Why you ain't let me on the team? Have you lost your rabbit mind? Which is a small brain. Have you lost your rabbit mind? Like, stop disrespecting me. Stop disrespecting my team. Stop disrespecting the process. You're not gonna get on the team from no doggone text. Come on, have you lost your mind? I got a family. I got a son and a daughter and a wife. You think I'm about to entrust my children's future to somebody who just texted me? You know how easy it is to go to Instagram and send me a message? You know how easy it is to go to Facebook and send me a message on Messenger? You think it's that easy? Bro, it don't work like that. So stop shortcutting the process and stop saying you a Kobe fan or an MJ fan or a LeBron fan. Stop it already.
Oh.
Stop it already. If you really like Kobe like you say you do, you would imitate what he's doing. If you really want to be like Mike, you would imitate what Mike is doing. Right? And they definitely ain't texting nobody. They not asking for people's attention. They not saying, look at me, I'm here. Please see that I'm great. No, they put in the work. No, Kobe didn't even talk to people, doggone it, Carl. He didn't even talk to people, Carl. He never said he was great. He didn't talk to nobody. He just put in the work to show you. Mike showed you he was great. So do me a favor, get out my DMs. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to you. Get out my DMs. Get out my DMs. Don't call my house.
Down in the
Hey,
DMs.
see, don't text my phone. Don't call my house. Don't text my phone. Let's do the work. Do the work. Get out my DMs.
All this time, and I'm finally rubbing off on E. He just not figuring out. You know what I'm saying? He just not figuring out. You got to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? You got to shut it down. The other thing you got to shut down is that poor health. You got to shut down that poor health and get back right, all right? And Organifi can help you do that. Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping this podcast thriving over all of these years, man. So go to Organifi.com, Organifi.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS. All right, you're going to get 20% off your order, all right? And that's big right now because, again, we in the pandemic. You need to be as healthy as possible. Y'all heard Sean Stevenson on the podcast telling us what we had to do, and one of those things is Organifi. So shout out to Organifi. Also, man, big shout out to Make Real Estate Real. I know we going live this weekend. So listen, man, you still got like a few hours if you're listening to this on Thursday, Friday, to get your ticket to Make Real Estate Real live. Maul will have his entire team live. Ask them questions as they go over the content and the information for Make Real Estate Real. So make sure, if you're interested in that, do it now. You're also getting the actual online program as well. So this is a 2-for-1. So make sure you sign up for that. And man, definitely got to make sure we at the 120 virtual conference, man, 120series.com. All right. 120series.com. We are, you've been hearing E talk about it. He's fired up. Let me tell you something. We big time now. We at the point where E can call anybody and get anybody to come. So I told you, Candace was like, oh, this might be my first conference ever. Y'all got who? Y'all got what? I said, oh, wow. I guess.
So I had to get Priscilla formed for her to come.
Listen, she was
I had
like,
to get in the war room.
Oh, I promise you. She was like, I'm there. So make sure y'all come to the 120 series, 120series.com, man. Y'all rock with us, man. We give y'all this information over the podcast, but we'd love for y'all to come in our circle, man, and take it to the next level, all right? So go to 120series.com. Carl, let us know what we got going on with Solo Creative Pro.
Hey, shout out to Craig, Maul. Dave helped me with some Facebook ads, right? And Craig got on there. The ad is going, and I'm getting all the feedback. And Craig got on there like, man, I'm sick of all these people getting on here, telling you do this, do that. If you was that good, you wouldn't need to be selling nothing. I responded to Craig. I was like, Craig, send me your email. I want to give you a free membership. Yeah. So you can tell other people about it for me when you go through it. That's all. I ain't even want to talk. I ain't out here trying to... Just a random Facebook dude that jumped on.
I'm like, what division he work in? I'm about to go beat Craig up. Don't nobody mess with Carl, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
I'm just making sure we don't personally know Craig.
To the theme of what we talking about, see, like, I ain't scared no more to tell you, bro, I'm just out here trying to help people. Like, I'm telling you, I've taken a camera, to what he talked about. The camera was the thing that I was able to put in my hand to help keep me up there. I found a tool that could help me. Craig came back and was like, yo, I'll go through it. If it's dope, I'll shout you out. I'll put it out. I'm like, that's all I ask. Don't just come mouthing off on stuff. So for everybody out there, man, $97. All I'm saying to you is you got an idea. You hearing us talking about content and being a creator and all that, and I'm giving you the opportunity to do it on your own. To start putting that work in on your own, just with your phone, with your earpods. I'm saying I'm gonna show you how to just use that stuff, and then Quincy coming in just showing you like how to stand in front of the camera. Like, yo, here's all the stuff that I learned in the industry. Q's been on TV, radio, done his own movie. So like, not playing. $97, y'all. We just started. What day?
Bro, $97 and Craig Cook. Tell Craig to kiss my. Give me Craig number. Call Craig. Tell him kiss my. I'm on CJ status now. Craig,
Come on.
you want something to kiss? I'm gonna give you something.
Hey.
But yeah, not playing, man. Just get out there, solocreatorpro.com.
Craig think he is.
Hey, if it's not for you, buy it for your cousin, your kid, somebody that's into this content creation journey, man. I want to help them get there. So let's get it.
Okay. Well, we gotta give we talked about Brady this whole podcast, right? And I hate to say that Patrick Mahomes about to kick his old ace.
Hey, I believe you, see.
I did
believe
all of
that.
I said it already.
I believe
Patrick
you, see.
Mahomes about to beat my man down.
Oh, that's a
I
wrap.
believe
You
that.
know what I'm saying? I hate to say, I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm telling y'all
you
right
telling
now.
the truth. You telling the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I might, hey,
Mahomes
bro.
about to take this old butt
No,
to
he
the
might
Hey,
take my
E, I'm
man
going
out.
with
It's
the
a wrap,
40 and
bro.
over club, bro. The only one
It's a
that's
wrap, Maul.
under 40 on this podcast is CJ. So, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but
I'm
listen,
rocking with.
you know what I was thinking though? This is like, think about what an amazing opportunity this is for the world to get to see. This is like watching, like, imagine if LeBron and Jordan was in their primes for real.
Yep.
And like we were able to see them both like at the highest level going at it. Maybe Brady might be slightly past his physical prime, but maybe mental prime, and that may be even more important. But it is, I think that's pretty dope to see, you know, the best new guy and the best old guy going at it, man. I think that's really dope.
How old
So,
is Patrick Mahomes? Anybody know?
Man, he got to be in his
20
20s.
something.
Yeah,
He's
probably
young enough to
mid
be
to late
Brady's
20s.
son. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
He's young enough to
Hey,
be.
see, I see it as
Right.
the passing of the torch. That's what this Super Bowl about to be, the passing of the torch.
Oh, yeah, no, because Mahomes, let me tell you something, that's a bad boy right there.
Bad.
And Tyreek Hill, so, yeah, we'll see. But no, shout out to Brady. Shout out to all the Tampa fans and KC fans. Congratulations. I'll never know what it feels like. Neither will Maul, by the way.
We won't know what it feel like for what?
To win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, bro. We winning in life. Super Bowl is one game, 3 hours, dog. We got the whole man, please.
Facts.
Let me tell you something,
I'm
dog.
talking about the Bears.
Let me tell you something.
Trying to start a whole nother podcast.
See, we got
Yeah, see you next week.
Hey, no, bro. We got 2 closings coming up, dog, within the next 30 days.
Let's go. That's the Super Bowl for
Bro,
real.
we gonna get more money than what they getting to Flynn in the Super
Hey,
Bowl. Go with that, man. Let's go.
Okay, now we talking. Hey, Maul FaceTimed me yesterday. That's why Maul is a bad influence. Listen, do not try to keep up with your rich friends. I got caught in that rat race, and now Eden bought a brand new house out in Cali. Maul FaceTimed me from the new sauna. And I said, oh my, I could smell the cedar wood through the phone, Carl. I'm talking about crazy. So maybe the people will get a chance to see that.
Hey, did he keep his clothes on in this photo? Did he have his clothes on?
He was fully dressed.
Okay,
thank
the
God.
last photo he wasn't.
Come on, Carl, I just defended you from Craig. Craig, if you listening,
did.
if you
You
listening,
did,
Craig,
Maul.
I
Go
want you.
ahead, feel free to whoop Carl Ace.
You got one free pass, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Just one though.
Just one.
Froze. I don't know what what's going on with your screen, dog. You done
I don't
froze
know,
up.
bro. It's camera, bro. I got to see if Amazon. You know, I know how they buy stuff and tell you that they got you, but we're gonna see if they really got me or not.
Fair foul. E blaming Amazon for his stuff and me blaming Maul for my problems. You know what
I'm just saying. See, I'm not inside the camera pushing it or nothing like that. I keep it on this stand right here. I don't do nothing to it, so it's janky.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Maybe who got the best internet service? That's what I need to know. Because I promise you, AT&T done pissed me off too.
Doesn't exist.
Right, exactly. Right. I think whoever got their problems. What else was I gonna say? Is that it? Do we got anything else? What else we got going on? Anything? The Super Bowl ain't this weekend, so
It's next
dang,
week, right?
gotta find something to do this weekend.
The conference is this
how about
weekend.
the
I have to find
conferences?
nothing to do.
Right.
You got something to do,
Conference
trust
this
me.
weekend.
To
You got
watch
something
on
to do.
TV, man. I'm so used to watching the games late night. You know what I'm saying?
Watch the conference.
Yeah, we're gonna. We definitely gonna kill the con. I'm going up there, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm coming. I'll be there. Hopefully, man, I might run out on stage and just say something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm glad you said that because we already got you on the lineup. So,
Praise God. I know. Hey, don't play with me. My real estate knowledge is going through
Let's
the
go.
roof now.
facts, facts.
I'm solid. Yeah, I'm solid. I'm looking. I know the terms. I know the numbers now.
And you
can
even
identify
creating
the
terms.
property.
It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay. It's
That's
okay.
That's that good
You know
package.
what I'm saying? It's okay. So definitely looking forward to the conference this weekend. Go to makerealestatereal.com, and we'll see you there. I'm about to get on stage, do my thing, but we're heading up to Michigan. My mom just sent me a screenshot. It appears to be 9 degrees
Right now.
in Michigan right now.
Yeah, right now. That's what I woke
So-
Polar
up to.
vortex, Carl. The polar vortex.
Fam. No. I'm talking about 9 as the 21 is the high.
21 is
Lord
the
have-
high today.
But we gonna luckily we. Hey, did the heat get fixed in the church?
Yes, you good.
Oh, listen.
Hey,
I'm telling
the
you,
heat, it's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Last time I was
No,
up
we
there, and
bought
it was freezing.
We bought 2 new furnaces, y'all. We just had to go ahead and get, because the one we bought was like 30 years old with the building.
Oh, no.
So we just went on ahead and got 2 new. Ma, that joker looked like give me a name of a dinosaur. Give me a name of a dinosaur.
T-Rex.
Yeah, that sucker looked like a before what was T-Rex. That sucker was so old. Yeah, I'm talking about Ma. It took up half the side of
The building.
of the building, bro.
Wow.
So we went and got 2 new ones. Of course, 2021, bro. They much smaller. But yeah, we got 2 new units. So you good?
I'm glad E stopped being cheap because E.
He the one saying he cheap, Ma.
I know.
He the one saying he cheap.
No, I said frugal. I ain't say cheap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say cheap. Fair or foul. E done called me 2 days before we get ready to leave talking about, hey, don't put no miles on the Escalade. Just go rent something. I said, E, what?
Carl know for a fact that's the one thing I was taught. That the car, the miles are the life of the car. I never drive my car out of town. I always rent a car when I go out of town.
Okay, how long? Okay, fair or foul.
He coming all the way from Atlanta, Ma. He coming all the way from Atlanta. This is his second trip.
It's 600 miles.
I'm like, get you a rent a car.
It's 600 miles. And he trying to put my family
Oh, Ma, it ain't no 600 miles, Ma.
How
600
many
miles
miles
there,
is it?
600 miles back.
It's
1,200
way
miles.
more than 600.
Hey, look though, it's not at least 1, 2. What's up, Primo? Come say
That's
hi.
definitely
Primo at work.
Come say
Let
hi.
me meet Primo.
Come on. Come, just push. There you go. Come on.
Yeah,
Come say hi.
Huntsville is 600.
You
It's got
live
to be
on the
more
podcast.
than 600.
Yeah, I know it is, Carl.
Look at Primo.
What's up, Primo?
Primo?
Hey,
What's
Primo.
happening, man?
Primo.
It's okay.
It's
I
okay.
can't hear you because
It's
I got my
okay.
headphones in.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, they want him to
Everything
bust
good?
us out. We about to bust him out, Carl. He didn't
no
want to get
doubt.
bust out.
Right. He ain't want him to say nothing.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's my man Primo. What was I going? Oh, back to Eda with Mile, bruh. He can make an Escalade in a 5-minute speech talking about some. Yeah, don't put them 1,200 miles on the truck on a 2016. Bruh, you don't sit down.
I'm just saying, Ma. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he got
I'ma
more
leave it
for
alone.
one commercial than that whole Escalade cost. Now he trying to make me drive an hour to the airport, go pick up a minivan, to come back, pick up my fam, drive through the snow with some foolishness, so he ain't got to put 1,200 miles on
I love how you do it. I love it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Hey,
I
let it
can't
go.
get-
Just let it
I'm
go.
not trying to get with no D at the end
Let
of
me
the
tell you
thing.
something. I'm as he
Get
talking
the
about
rent a
us
car
flying
now.
high.
Go get the rent a car.
Now he want me to turn into a crow and die from the elevator. How we gonna elevate up with the Eagles if we worried about putting miles on the car? You know what I'm saying? What is that? That's pigeon behavior. That ain't even crow behavior. Hey man, all right man, we out of here. We'll love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this